Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping straight into a pretty fierce debate, the single opt-in versus double opt-in war in lead generation.
Oh, it's a war, right?
And just to be clear for everyone, we're talking about lead, that's L-E-A-D, pronounced lead, as in, getting prospective customers on your list.
Right. And the conflict is always the same. It's the marketing manager who wants quality versus, say, the executive who just wants to see that big subscriber number go up.
Exactly. So today we're going to unpack why that obsession with quantity might be, well, completely missing the point. We're not here to just talk theory. We want to look at what actually drives revenue.
Especially if you're running something like a subscription model. That's where this really matters. The core benefit of double opt-in, or DOI, is basically filtration.
Filtration.
Yeah, it just immediately weeds out the bots, the spam traps, all the fake email addresses. And, it also gets rid of the people who were only vaguely interested or maybe even signed up by accident.
So you're trading that raw volume for actual human intent.
That's the idea. You lose some quantity, but what you gain is intent.
And the data we found on this it's pretty overwhelming. I mean, research shows double opt-in lists get way better engagement. We're talking 15 to 30% higher click-throughs.
That's true, but let me just play devil's advocate for a second.
Go for it.
Are those studies really accounting for the immediate loss of all the people who don't click that confirmation link?
Yeah.
That initial drop in signups is what terrifies executives.
It's a fair point. That initial number can sting. But here's the stat that really stood out to me from the sources.
Okay.
Subscribers who actually complete the double opt-in process are roughly 70% more likely to convert to a paying customer. 70%.
Wow. Okay, that's a powerful number. So if your sales cycle is long or your product needs people to stay engaged, then that high intent is really the only thing that matters.
Exactly. But now we have to give the other side its due, right? Single opt-in is popular for a reason.
It absolutely is. It wins on scale every time. You can get 2 to 4 times more total subscribers. It's fast, it's simple, zero friction.
And that friction factor is the whole argument, isn't it?
It's the whole thing. People just forget to check their email for that second step. Or they move on. Or they just see it as an extra hoop they can't be bothered to jump through.
I also saw some concern that certain audiences, maybe older demographics or people only on their phones, might just abandon the whole process if you make it even slightly more difficult.
That's a huge concern. And then there's the legal side of things.
Right, GDPR. A lot of people think double opt-in is required by law.
And that's not quite true. I mean, GDPR in the EU requires clear consent. You need a record of it. But it doesn't explicitly mandate DOI everywhere.
Except in a few places, like Germany, I think.
Exactly. But a lot of brands just use it anyway because, honestly, it's the easiest, most bulletproof way to prove you have that consent. No arguments.
Okay, so let's try to synthesize this. For someone listening right now, what's the core takeaway? How do they win this internal argument?
The consensus is that a list of 5,000 super engaged subscribers will outperform a list of 10,000 disengaged ones. Every single time. It's just better for your list health, your deliverability, your reputation.
So the recommendation isn't to just flip a switch blindly.
No, absolutely not.
The sources all point to the same thing. A/B test both flows. Do it for at least 60 days.
And this is the crucial part. Don't just measure the raw number of signups.
You have to look downstream.
Exactly. Look at the downstream metrics. How many of those signups actually convert to a trial or a paid account? Who is actually opening and clicking your emails a month later? That's your answer.
Okay, so let's leave our listeners with one final thought to chew on.
Here it is. With the rise of AI, all the sophisticated bots, the fake emails that are just flooding everyone's lists, even the companies that were addicted to single opt-in are starting to get nervous.
Because their lists are getting polluted faster than ever.
Right. So the question you have to ask yourself is this. Does the immediate gratification of that big ego-boosting number outweigh the long-term pain of constant list cleaning and watching your deliverability tank? You might be sacrificing future profit just to feel good about your list size today.